In the late 1940s, a group of Russian researchers embarked on a highly secretive and controversial experiment that would push the boundaries of human endurance and mental resilience. With the intention of studying the effects of extreme sleep deprivation, they subjected 5 political prisoners, branded as enemies of the state during World War II, to a harrowing ordeal. These unfortunate subjects were confined to a sealed environment, carefully controlled to monitor their oxygen intake. Given the experimental nature of the study, an untested gas-based stimulant was administered to keep them awake. The researchers' goal was to examine how the human mind and body would react when deprived of sleep for an extended period. The chamber they were placed in was equipped with basic necessities for survival: books, cots, running water, a toilet, and a supply of dried food. However, the conditions would deteriorate rapidly as the experiment progressed. In the initial days, the subjects appeared to tolerate the situation relatively well. The promised freedom for their participation seemed to pacify them, and their conversations and activities were documented through microphones and small glass windows. As the days dragged on, the subjects' behavior took an alarming turn. By the 5th day, complaints began to surface, focusing on the circumstances that had led them to this grim experiment. Paranoia set in, and the subjects grew increasingly distrustful of one another. They started whispering to the microphones and windows, seemingly conspiring against their fellow captives. Around the 9th day, the first signs of distress erupted. One of the subjects began screaming, his voice reverberating through the chamber for hours on end. The researchers suspected that the gas was playing a role in this behavior, but they were taken aback by how the other subjects reacted, showing no concern for their screaming companion. Instead, they began to destroy books and use their own waste to obscure the view from the windows. The sudden silence that followed was unnerving. Concerned that something had gone terribly wrong, the researchers used the intercom on the 14th day, threatening to open the chamber and demanding a response from the captives. The calm yet eerie reply they received, "We no longer want to be free," left them baffled and uneasy. With no other option, the researchers decided to open the chamber on the 15th day. What they found inside defied all comprehension. 4 of the subjects were alive, but their condition was beyond gruesome. They had resorted to self-mutilation, tearing away their own flesh and consuming it. The room was awash with water and blood, creating a surreal and horrifying scene. As the soldiers entered to retrieve the subjects, chaos ensued. The captives fought fiercely, displaying a disturbing strength and determination. Some soldiers lost their lives, either at the hands of the subjects or by their own volition in the aftermath of the incident. In the end, the researchers were left with an indelible mark of the human psyche's fragility when pushed to its limits. The chilling results of the experiment prompted questions about ethics and the lengths to which science should go in the pursuit of knowledge. The memories of those horrific days continue to haunt everyone involved, serving as a stark reminder of the darkness that can reside within the human mind. In the late 1940s, a group of Russian researchers embarked on a nightmarish experiment, delving into the depths of human endurance and suffering. Their goal was to study the effects of extreme sleep deprivation, and they chose 5 political prisoners as their unwitting subjects. These individuals were labeled enemies of the state during World War II, and their fates were sealed within the walls. The researchers introduced a powerful morphine derivative into the first subject's veins, a dose more than 10 times the limit for a human. But even as the drug coursed through his system, the man resisted like a wild animal backed into a corner. His struggle was relentless, breaking the bones of a doctor who dared to approach. Astonishingly, his heart continued to beat for 2 minutes after he had bled out significantly. His body contained more air than blood. Yet he persisted, screaming and thrashing for another 3 minutes. His cries were punctuated by the word "more," weaker each time, until he finally focused on his remaining comrades. The 3 surviving subjects were tightly restrained and moved to a medical facility. 2 of them retained their vocal cords and relentlessly begged for the gas, pleading to remain awake. The 3rd, severely injured, was taken to an operating room. However, this man proved to be immune to sedation. Despite his wounds, he fought vehemently against his restraints when anesthesia was administered. Only an increased dose managed to subdue him, and when his his eyelids closed, his heart gave out. During autopsies, the gruesome extent of their ordeal came to light. The second survivor, who had been the first to scream, had destroyed his vocal cords. His protests were reduced to violent shakes of his head. The third survivor showed an uncanny resistance to anesthesia and laughed continuously during surgery, prompting a chill among the attending researchers. As their condition continued to baffle the researchers, the subjects were returned to the chamber, this time connected to EEG monitors and heavily padded. Astonishingly, when they learned they would be exposed to the gas again, they ceased struggling. However, their EEG readings showed unusual brainwave fluctuations, a mix of normalcy and inexplicable flatlines. The named subject managed to fall asleep despite their efforts. His brainwaves resembled that of someone who had died in slumber. As the commander ordered the chamber to be sealed, chaos erupted. A researcher turned on his comrades, killing the commander and another subject before ending his own life. In the aftermath, the remaining subject, still restrained, addressed the researcher. With a chilling smile, he identified himself as the madness of inhumanity, lurking just beneath the surface. As he did, the researcher's heart faltered, the EEG went flat, and the horrifying ordeal came to its nightmarish end. The tale of the Russian sleep experiment, often shared as a creepypasta, has captivated and haunted many. Its viral nature is a testament to the fascination and fear that reside within the darkest corners of human imagination.